Okay, for this assignment, our final view of the fish stick lab will be organizing our data so that we are being able to see our data represented visually in a line graph. So right here, you're recording all of your generation information. So this is all going to be from this table, table B, okay? So it says first generation. So for instance, if this were my chart, I would put in 7 green, 1 red, 3 orange, 1 yellow. Let me see, maybe I can. If I pull it over to the side and pull this guy over. Okay, so looking at my table B, my first generation, I would put in my information this way. I would have 7 green fish, and then I have 1 red, and then I have 3 orange and 1 yellow. Okay, for my second generation, I have 6 green, 1 red, 5 orange, 0 yellow. Okay, so you're going to continue. You're going to put in your third generation, whatever that might be. I'm going to put in pretend numbers here. Let's say I had 7 green again, and 1 red, and 5 orange, and 0 yellow again. Okay, now for my fourth generation, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to plug in some numbers here. Maybe I had 1 random yellowfish. Okay, now fourth generation after pollution. That comes from this chart here. And you're just putting your information in. So whatever you put here, everybody should have a 0 for green fish because remember they were all killed out by the pollution. It was carried into the river by runoff. The pollution killed off the algae. The green fish could no longer camouflage themselves to avoid predators. So we had 0 green fish. And then you'll plug in whatever numbers you had here for red, yellow, and orange fish. So I'm just going to plug in some random numbers here. Okay. Now, at that point, you should be able to look at this graph and see what happened to each generation. Okay. And after pollution, you can see that something drastic happened to our green. So there's going to be questions for you to answer based on this line graph. And then, yeah, just use the line graph to answer your questions. And you should be able to see this clearly now that it's visually represented in our line graph.